welcome back to my channel today. Today I am doing a review slash first impression of the new Lorac Pro Contour Palette, you guys. I just got this in the mail. I am so excited to check it out. I have yet to swatch it, so let's get started. So also in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare the Lorac Pro palette to the Kat Von D Shade Light palette and the Anastasia Contour Kit. So we are going to compare the price points and the shades. So first off, let's just go into the Lorac Pro Contour Palette. This contour palette is retailing for $45 at Ulta. If you are an Ulta Platinum member, you can purchase this right now. So if you are not an Ulta Platinum member, this will be on sale on the Ulta website on June 14th, and it will be sold in Ulta stores on June 28th. So on those dates, you guys can get your hands on it, but again, it retails for $45. And in this Lorac Contour Kit, you are also getting a brush. You are getting a really smooth contour brush in this kit, which is awesome. It makes this worth $45, you guys, because you know that these brushes can range anywhere from $15 and up. So this is a definite plus to the Lorac Pro Contour Palette. Like, this is awesome. None of the other contour kits came with a brush with them. So, and plus, I don't own any brushes like this. So as you guys know, Sephora has a brush like this, and so does Sigma, I believe. There's a ton of different brush lines that have brushes like this. So I'm really excited that I got this with this palette. So that is awesome. That's already a win for me. And also in this kit, just like every other contour kit, you get a little booklet. And in this booklet, it tells you how to highlight and contour for different face shapes. So they have oval, round, square, and heart. So it shows you how to do the under eyes, the cheekbones, the nose, the forehead, and the jawline. So this is great for beginners that are just learning how to contour, so you can figure out what your face shape is and how to contour for it. So going into these other two palettes, the Anastasia Contour Kit retails for $40, and the Kat Von D one retails for $46. So Kat Von D is only $1 more than the Lorac one, but the Anastasia one is $5 cheaper than the Lorac one. So there you go. As you guys already know, if you watch my channel, you know that I'm not a huge fan of the Anastasia Contour Kit. These shades don't work well for my skin tone. They are so much more warmer. I need cooler tones. So that's why I'm not a fan of this contour kit. So again, if you guys watch my channel, you know the Kat Von D one is my favorite one. These shades are perfect for my skin tone. They have cooler undertones to them, unlike the Anastasia one that has more warmer undertones. So I'm loving this so much more. I love the consistency of these. So the Lorac Pro is going to have a run for its money. We're going to see which one I like better. Now let's just open up this contour palette and so I can swatch it and see how these shades are. So already looking at this contour palette, I'm going to compare it to the Anastasia one. And the Anastasia one, right now I can already tell you, is definitely more warmer toned than the Lorac Pro one. But I've noticed that the Lorac Pro one also, their beige and their highlighters are not as peachy as the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones. The Anastasia ones have a lot more peachy tones in it than the Lorac one. I can definitely see that right now. And I can also tell that the Lorac Pro contour shades are definitely more cooler toned than the Anastasia ones. So now to compare versus the Kat Von D is the Kat Von D definitely has more peachy highlighter shades. They still have the same yellow shade in the middle for the highlight, but the other two are very peachy. Which is usually used to like help cover up those dark circles under the eyes, which I don't really have a problem with, luckily. But as I'm looking at the contour shades of the Lorac Pro palette are definitely a lot lighter than the Kat Von D ones, which is already a plus for me because I'm more fairer skin, so I can really use these. This deeper shade in this Kat Von D palette is definitely one I never touch because I just don't need something that dark. I could use it for an eyeshadow, but not for contour. So that's already a plus so far with the Lorac one, is that these shades are a little bit more for fair skin tones, so they can work better for me. So now let's swatch these. As you guys can see here, we have two matte highlighters. One is more of a beige undertone, and the other one is a yellow highlight. And then you have one shimmer highlight, which is really pretty. And then we have a light contour and a deep contour and a medium contour. And these are really creamy, you guys. Oh my goodness, these feel so buttery when I'm swatching them. They're super creamy. Oh, these are nice consistency. I really like the formulation so far. So yeah. So as you guys have probably already noticed, my face is completely flat right now. And that's because I have no contour on and no blush. I wanted to demonstrate this and try this out on camera to see what I think of it. So that way you guys can get my real true first impression of this Lorac Pro Contour Palette. So now let's just go ahead and get into the demo. Alright, so first off what I'm going to take is I'm going to take my Sigma Large Angle Contour Shade, my F40 brush. And the reason why I'm taking this one first is because I want to add a little bit more color to my skin before I do a contour. I just want to bronze up my skin a little bit more because as you guys can see, I'm pretty fair compared to my body. I even upped my foundation and it's still not dark enough, I swear. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this light contour shade and I'm gonna kind of bronze up my face. So you definitely already want to use a light hand with this because I can tell it's pretty pigmented. So definitely a light hand. And as you guys know, I don't really contour like other people do. I'm very light with my contouring. I like it to look more natural than more like boom, you know? That's just me. So I just contour a little bit. Like I'm not like a huge, I don't sit there and be like, yeah, let's sculpt everything out. I'm not like that. So you're not gonna get that from me, but we're just gonna get the basis of the contour here. Okay. I always put a little bit underneath my lip because you guys can see that definitely gives you more of a pout. And then as you guys can see, I just add a little bit more shadows to my nose. I'm not trying to make it look smaller. I'm just trying to give it dimension. So, all right. So now that that's done, I'm going to go in with my large powder brush, my F30, and I'm just going to blend everything out seamlessly because I don't like any harsh lines and I like everything blended out nicely so it looks more natural. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the Lorac brush. I'm going to try this out. We're going to see how this goes. And I'm going to go in with this medium contour shade. I'm not going to use the deep contour because I think it's going to be way too dark for me still, even though it's way lighter than the other ones. I'm just so scared with deep contours, you guys. I'm not, like I said, I'm not like a crazy contour person. So let's just go into the medium, dust that off. Like look at all that powder, that excess. You definitely want to use a light hand. You want to suck in the cheeks. So looking at already, you can already see the definition in my cheeks. Don't worry, we're gonna blend it out. And then some on the jawline. Just gonna blend that out. So now we're just gonna drag this and up here. So now we're just gonna take this and just kind of blend it out. All right, so again, I'm gonna go in with my F30 brush and we're just gonna blend out just a little bit more just because I don't like anything too harsh. So now let's blend out the nose. So as you guys can see right here, I already look like I have dimension back in my face, which is awesome. And my face doesn't look so flat. So again, this is really hard to do on camera because I can't like really see the colors too well. So as I'm looking over here in my like big viewfinder thingy, I can definitely see that it looks really good, but you never know when you go back and edit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the beige highlight and I'm going to put my Sigma F35 brush in there And I'm just gonna go and clean up these lines. This is a good way to clean up the lines. Okay. There, it makes our contour look a little bit more chiseled. Now I'm gonna go in with the yellow highlight, and I'm gonna go underneath my eyes with that just to brighten it up a little bit. And a little bit on the center of my forehead, a little bit down here. Wow, that really made me look pouty. I don't want to look too dark down there. Having fun with this. Okay, look right here. This might be better. Okay, yeah, as I can see right now, it's really pretty. I really like the tone with my skin. Okay, so looking here in the mirror, I love this. I really like this contour. These shades work perfectly for my skin tone. They're really pretty. It's very, the cool tones work, and it's really pretty. It gave me a really nice subtle contour. So I'm definitely liking the formulation of these Lorac ones compared to the Kat Von D. The Kat Von D isn't as buttery. The Kat Von D one is a lot more powdery than the Lorac Pro one. So these are so smooth, you guys. You have to use a really light hand with this palette because it's so pigmented. So like I was saying, you guys, you have to be very careful with this one. It's very pigmented. These powders are a lot more creamier than the Kat Von D ones. These are more powdery, these are more buttery. I already like the formulation of the Lorac one compared to the Kat Von D. I think this is going to be a new favorite of mine. You guys, Lorac has been one of my favorite high-end brands. I am always blown away by their eyeshadow quality, of how creamy and how buttery they are. You guys know, if you own the Lorac Pro palette or the Lorac Pro 2 palettes, you guys know that those are very creamy and buttery and easy to work with and blend. These are the exact same way. So I think Lorac did a great job with this palette. I'm loving it, you guys. This is awesome. This is definitely a hit and not a miss for me. I think this is gonna be my new favorite. I think I'm gonna like it more than the Kat Von D one, just because of the formulation of these are a lot more creamier and they're not so powdery like the Kat Von D ones are. So if you guys enjoyed this review, first impressions, hit or miss of the new Lorac Pro Contour Palette, then please give this a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for future videos and for more reviews. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!